Fallout 4 can be played a plethora of ways, from only using energy weapons to only using a mini nuke. The game has massive amounts of weapons and features that will either make it easier or harder to beat the game. So, what if I wanted to take away one of my 5 key senses, that being able to hear? Hearing is a major part of the game. Major part. From talking with NPCs, hearing the ghouls that wake up and start running over to you like their life depends on it, and your neighbor that lives right above you stomping around the hardwood floor that they know that you can hear, but still do it anyways. Since beating Fallout 4 being deaf is still a challenge yet isn't super hard, I had to blue ball myself a little bit and make it more, difficult. It is a challenge run. What do you expect? First, I have to have the game on hardest difficulty, which is normal, but however, not survival, since I have to upload. I haven't uploaded in a month. Second, I have to go through the Minutemen ending because if you've ever played through the game, their ending sucks. A lot. Just wait, you'll see what I mean. Third, I can't wear power armor because that would make the game easier and, it's kind of a bitch move. Just saying. Fourth, now listen up because this is a little weird. The only companion I can have is Dogmeat. Yeah, makes sense, being deaf, stuff like that. And the only way to get him is when I'm given to him by Nick because of, honestly, I kind of didn't think of it until I got to that point, and I kind of needed an excuse. So, yeah. Now that I've set the rules, getting out of the shower and letting the steam clear from my mirror, I did some quick plastic surgery and went out to my living room to look out the window and see the Vault-Tec representative going to houses. Seeing that he was going to come to my place next, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not going to monologue over this and bore you to death. So let's get to the good part. I leveled out all my stats, putting 4 into each since I didn't really have any defects that I had to go through. I just thought it was best to, level myself out. After that, the sirens went off, going up, bombs dropped, got cryo-frozen. Saw my wife get murked and my baby stolen. Probably wasn't even mine, to be honest. Got unfrozen, woke up, and, shit, let me flip through my notes. Say where you still had water in your ears when you got frozen, and that's why you're now deaf. You heard it. Make it to the overseer's spot, or secretary's spot, either one, honestly. I don't really know. I'm not reading the terminal because I'm too lazy to do that. I picked up my first gun and killed all the red roaches in my way. Then, picked up a Pip-Boy off a skeleton, opened the vault door, and could finally leave. Getting out, my first thing to do was to get a few levels on me, so making my way back to the house that I was at the beginning, I scrapped everything in the area, but real quick, I have something to say. The trees in this game make no sense whatsoever. How is this less than this? This is 3 times bigger than this. So how does this give less than this? It doesn't make sense whatsoever. Anyways, making a ton of shells, it gave me enough XP to get to level 7, getting some basic upgrades like better bartering, getting the Mystery Man, and more. Heading off, I decided that I wanted to split my gameplay into 2 sections. First, I need to go and get ready for the Institute and find out how to get there. Second, I need to find a faction that I could side with to actually complete the game. So, first, I set my aim on finding a way into the Institute since that would probably be the easiest for right now. Looting a dead corpse, I got a shotgun and some other stuff off of him. It doesn't matter, he's dead. I went past the Red Rocket Station, past the Minutemen, and first place I need to go is to Diamond City, since that's where I will get my first step into this. Making it to Diamond City, I looked outside to see a girl bang on the door, continued on going inside, and all the way into Nick Valentine's place. Talking to his secretary, if you could count this as talking, I just spammed my down arrow to get through all the dialogue, but talked with the secretary, learning that he was captured and taken to Park Street Station. Entering, I was met by 2 old-looking Prohibition gangsters, since I'm kind of sped ran this game. Anyways. I didn't have anything better than a 10mm and a double-barrel shotgun. And of course some basic armor, but I learned very quickly that this wasn't going to be easy. Since all I've done this playthrough was just running past enemies and, like I stated, speedrunning, I was very, very under-equipped. Paired with not being able to hear what was going on around me, I was subjected to a lot of guessing where they were and mainly used my little bar at the bottom to tell where they were going to be. Picking up a submachine gun off a corpse, I tried to make my way downstairs and was stopped to pick them off one by one until I could slowly crawl my way down into the subway. While on my way, making sure to pick up anything I could. Literally anything. Going down, I found a Vault-Tec door, opening it, and, coming in contact with a person with a baseball bat. So here's the only problem. Even though I stated that I tried to take everything that I could, including healing items, I was already out of which, if you know this game, very hard mode, it is very unforgiving. So, making my way to Nick is being antagonized by a guy called Dino. Killing him, I opened the door and talked to Nick. I have no idea what he said, but got the gist that we have to fight our way out of the building, or vault. Going through many men, we made it back to the entrance, coming in contact with the boss. I shot through his guards and this bitch named Darla. She's not important. Leaving, I made my way back to his place, and sitting down and talking with him again, I just went through all the dialogue, spamming again. Going back to when the bald guy stole my baby, he believed that it was Kellogg, a previously housed resident in Diamond City. Problem is, though, getting to his place without the key is literally impossible. So let's just say we did some trading, if you know what I mean. Using the key on the door and going inside, I stole everything that was left behind by him, which honestly I just needed because I was running very low on items that healed me, and I really didn't want to purchase anything. Finding a cigarette, we got dog meat to sniff it, but here's what I did. I walked all the way to Fort Hagen, battled all the way through, got to the elevator that you're supposed to go down in, and couldn't get in. Well, you want to know why? Because I didn't let dog meat sniff it. So I didn't get the checkpoint. Going back to him and letting him sniff the fucking cigarette. Went back to Fort Hagen, battled all the way through, dying a lot more, and finally went down into the elevator. Since I was running out of ammo on almost everything, and a shotgun felt like a Nerf gun at this point, I picked up an Institute rifle and used that all the way through. Going through, I found an armory password, and again, continuing down in, I found an armory. That makes sense. Inside, I found a fat man, and just in luck, I was about to find Kellogg. Letting me through a door, I put a nuke in his forehead, killed him, and stole a little bit of his brain for later. Looted what I could, mainly finding his gun on him and stealing his clothes to wear for my own. Searched his terminal, and found out that the Institute took my son. Going to the roof, I opened the door to find the Pridwin flying over me. Nah, don't care. Heading back to Nick, I talked with him, and honestly, I have no idea what he said, but I got a waypoint for good neighbor, so heading there, I met with Dr. Amari and showed her my little brain piece that I stole from Kellogg, learning that Kellogg had a synth part in him. Giving her the synth part and putting the piece in Nick, we got in a dream machine thing. It's, I don't even know what it is. It's kind of like, anyways, yeah. So, putting the piece in Nick, we got in the thing, going in his brain. I skipped past his life, don't really care about that. Straight to where he took my son to, which ended up, he was, transported there in some beam. Like, Thor just fucking striked him down or some shit. It was really weird. Getting out, I had a mission to go into the glowing sea and find a doctor called Virgil, who would lead us to our next step. With that in mind, I left and walked my way over to his hideout. Finding the crater where the bomb was dropped, climbing over some mountains, I made it to his hideout and talked with him. Which again, you already know at this point, I just completely skipped through it, finding out that I have to kill a cursor and get his relay chip in his little brain thing. What is with this game and brain parts? What the fuck? Getting a waypoint to the GreenTech genetic plant. I made my way over, but wait, hold on. The only gun I have currently is Kellogg's pistol, which can deal mainly any damage. Even that on its own is okay. But to take on the cursor, I'm going to need something remotely good, even if it's just 1% better. For this, I wasn't entirely sure what to go for. The spray and pray, it's really good. Even in hard mode, it is a terrific gun to use, and since I'm mainly using wishful thinking apart from, the gun I got from Kellogg, if I am to make it any further beyond this point. So, finding the person that sells it, Cricket, I sold everything that I didn't need, and bought the submachine gun, as well as its ammo, which is way overpriced for some reason. It's crazy. Going to the GreenTech genetic building, it was now time for me to face off with the cursor. Battling up my way through, I took a few deaths since I couldn't really find out where people were, thanks to my deafness. Meeting with the cursor and fighting it, it was so far the hardest thing I had to do. Not only, but while on my way up, I used, again, all items that could heal me, and was forced to do a lot of save/loading just to beat him. With a sliver of health left, I killed him and looted him, as well as the chest in the next room over, equipping his Corsair uniform, taking that brain implant that I had to get, and made my way back to Dr. Amari. Talking with her, I got another quest to go and find the railroad, which with them we could decode the Corso chip and eventually find a way into the Institute. However, getting it on paper sounds much easier, since while following the Freedom Trail, the way to get there, you have to get a number at each little checkpoint, which will result into a code that you have to put in once you arrive at the actual Institute. What is the code for railroad? Okay. Yeah. Okay. And done. Wait, did you actually think I'd solve the puzzle? No. I just looked that shit up. Entering through the passage, we can see Desdemona, and once again, spamming through all the dialogue and just going by the waypoint updates, I was able to get it cracked by Tinker Tom and given back to me. I had everything I needed for the Institute. It was time to actually choose a faction. And if you recall earlier, I said how I was going to go do the Minutemen because, in my opinion, it's the hardest ending in Fallout 4 and one of the most annoying. You will see. To start their ending, I have to go back to the Freedom Museum and kill all the raiders that I passed by previously. While clearing them out, a Deathclaw spawned, which in Fallout 4 is like a cakewalk. Finishing up, I made my way back to the Minutemen and got to talk to them, bringing them all the way back to Sanctuary, where I started. But this is where the fun actually begins. Why? Why? I'll tell you why. So, I'm going to be doing a lot of help in settlements. So many, in fact, that I don't even know if I want to go through all of them. Actually, I'm just going to do a short time lapse, okay? But you see what I mean. This video would be boring as hell if I went through every single quest. It'd literally be just here, I went there. I'm not going to do that, alright? I'm going to save you and myself some time. So, I'm only going to go over the important stuff that happens. After doing a lot of boring quests for the Minutemen, you get a new quest of going to the castle and clearing it out for a signal beacon for all the people of the Commonwealth that need help. Great. That means I have to do more stuff. Clearing out this castle is not going to be easy. In fact, it's not easy, actually, because it's infested with Mirelurks. Anywhere from a soft shell, a hard shell, a hunter, to a fucking queen. That is the size of a 2-story house. To be honest, I didn't really battle it. Well, actually, I couldn't battle it. Because I had so much health, I ran out of ammo and had to resort to scrounging around for loot. Mainly just finding a rocket launcher. And then running out of ammo with that. I also used this time to try and change my build to fit the spray and pray. Getting better damage and sorts like that. Once beating the Mirelurk Queen, which took longer than I wanted to say, I was forced to smash all the eggs, put up the beacon, and I got a call back and will start setting up the thing that actually took me for the Institute. With a little bit of crafting here and there, connecting here and there, and we're ready to go. Going inside, my first goal was to try and kill the child inside the glass, but sadly, I got an unskippable encounter with my son. That old fuck, yeah. I was also pondering immediately killing him, but I didn't really want to break the mission, and I really didn't want to fight my way out of the Institute, so sadly I couldn't do that. He asked me to join him, which, I didn't, as you know, and I ended up going back to the Minutemen, and decided to destroy the Institute. But since we don't have enough manpower, we gotta get to more settlements. I'm gonna have nightmares about this. Holy shit! So after spending another hour getting more settlements, my next mission was to go and unlock the armory in the castle. Getting in there with the help of a girl that really isn't important. Going down in there's a huge robot which we had to destroy. Going deeper in, I found a commander. They're still in his attire. Taking that immediately, then making it to the armory. I stole everything that wasn't stapled down, including a schematic. Is a literal fucking cannon. How fun. But I found out why we needed that schematic. The Institute was gonna attack. So, making our artillery cannon and more defenses, we could start the onslaught. And oh, it was an onslaught. Just to say, I ran out of ammo, bought more ammo, mid-fight, literally leaving, buying more ammo, going back, and then ran out again. and then had to hide forever. You see why the Minutemen suck? Because they can't do shit. The Brotherhood have power armor and miniguns and laser guns. The Institute has sins that will never stop raining down. The Railroad. But the Minutemen has low-skilled farmers that can barely deal any damage and rely on fucking pipe pistols. I just want you to see the state I was in while fighting these guys. Look at this. Please, for your own mental and physical wellness, don't do the Minutemen ending. Do not do it as a challenge run, because it sucks. Finally killing the last one and heading back, now that we've successfully repelled the assault, it's time to take it to them. Grabbing a thing of C4 into the Green Tech Genetic Building, we went inside a sewer line that connects to the Institute, winding down another one and killing any critters that got in the way. We saw our first synth. Getting through to the teleporter, I had reserves come in and continued making my way through. Fighting our way through and having to turn off all the security doors, I had to go to my, son's room and immediately shot him. Turning off all the security doors and making it to the reactor, we strapped a bomb to that bitch, teleported out of there, getting on our platform, and pressing a button that, detonated it. And how it's supposed to be cool, shake your screen, shit like that, epic. This is what I experienced. Yeah. But anyways, yes, you can beat Fallout 4 while being deaf. Easy? No. Fun? No. Would I recommend? No. But did I feel accomplished at the end? No, I didn't. Honestly, the only way I got through this run was because I had a second monitor that I could watch YouTube videos on. But if you did enjoy, please consider liking or subscribing. I mean, you made it this far, so why not? If you want. Also, please leave a comment. It would help boost this video in the algorithm and all that shit. I don't know how it works, but yeah, I just hear it works. So have a damn good day, and I'll see you next time, whenever that is.